Ever felt that sudden chill when an interviewer asks you to optimize a complex MySQL join on a whiteboard? Most candidates struggle with the why behind the query. In this video, we will cover top MySQL interview questions and answers, database technical interview prep. Unlock your potential and ace your next technical interview with this comprehensive guide to MySQL interview questions. In this video, we are diving deep into 30 essential MySQL interview questions that cover everything from basic CRUD operations to advanced optimization, indexing strategies, and ACID properties. Make sure to grab a pen and paper to test your knowledge as we go through these real-world scenarios. Which MySQL storage engine is the default as of version 8.0 and supports ACID transactions and foreign keys? Option A, MyISAM. Option B, memory. Option C, InnoDB. Option D, CSV. The correct answer is C. InnoDB is the default storage engine for MySQL. Unlike MyISAM, which was the previous default, InnoDB provides ACID, atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability, compliance. Key features include row-level locking, which improves multi-user concurrency, and support for foreign key constraints, which ensures referential integrity across tables. MyISAM only supports table-level locking and does not support transactions. What is the correct order of clauses in a MySQL select statement? Option A, select, from, where, having, group by, order by. Option B, select, from, where, group by, having, order by. Option C, select, from, group by, where, having, order by. Option D, select, where, from, group by, having, order by. The correct answer is B. The standard execution and syntax order for a SQL query is select, columns, from, tables, where, row filtering, group by, aggregating data, having, filter aggregated data, and finally order by, sorting the output. The where clause is processed before the group by, while the having clause is processed after the groups have been formed. Which of the following commands is used to remove all records from a table and reset the auto-increment identity, but cannot be rolled back? Option A, delete. Option B, drop. Option C, truncate. Option D, remove. The correct answer is C. Truncate table is a DDL, data definition language, operation. It effectively drops and recreates the table, which is much faster than deleting rows one by one. It resets any auto-increment counters and, because it is a DDL operation, it triggers an implicit commit in MySQL, meaning it cannot be rolled back in the same way a delete DML statement can. What is the main difference between the char and varchar data types in MySQL? Option A, char is variable length, while varchar is fixed length. Option B, char is fixed length and pads with spaces. Varchar is variable length. Option C, varchar can store more characters than char. Option D, char is used for numbers, while varchar is used for text. The correct answer is B. Char, n, always takes up n characters of space regardless of the actual data stored, padding the remaining space with blanks. Varchar, n, only uses the amount of space required for the string plus 1 or 2 bytes for length information. char is generally faster for fixed-length data, like ISO country codes, while varchar is more space-efficient for varying lengths. In a left join, what value is returned for the columns of the right table if there is no match found? Option A, 0. Option B, an empty string. Option C, null. Option D, an error is thrown. The correct answer is C. A left join returns all records from the left table and the matched records from the right table. If there is no match, the result set will still contain the row from the left table, but it will populate all columns from the right table with null. This is useful for finding orphaned records or missing data in related tables. Which constraint ensures that all values in a column are unique and identifies each record in a table? Option A, unique. Option B, primary key. Option C, foreign key. Option D, index. The correct answer is B. A primary key constraint uniquely identifies each record in a database table. Primary keys must contain unique values and cannot contain null values, while a unique constraint also ensures uniqueness. A table can have multiple unique constraints but only one primary key. The primary key is also used as the clustered index in the InnoDB engine. Which command can be prepended to a select statement to see how MySQL intends to execute the query, including join types and indexes used? Option A, analyze. Option B, describe. Option C, explain. Option D, show plan. The correct answer is C. The explain statement provides information about how MySQL executes statements. When used with select, update, delete, or insert, it reveals the execution plan, showing which indexes are being considered, which index is actually chosen, key, how many rows are scanned, rows, and the join type, e.g., const, ref, range, all. This is the primary tool for query optimization. What is the difference between the now and SYSDATE functions in MySQL? Option A, there is no difference. Option B, now returns the time at which the statement began, while SYSDATE returns the time at which the function executes. Option C, SYSDATE is for dates only, while now includes time. Option D, now is UTC, while SYSDATE is local time. The correct answer is B. Now returns a constant time at which the statement began execution, ensuring consistency throughout the query. SYSDATE returns the exact time it is executed, which can vary within a single query if there are delays, like a sleep function. Using SYSDATE can also prevent the use of indexes in some scenarios and is generally used only when real-time precision is required within a long-running script. Which operator is used to search for a specified pattern in a column using wildcards like % and _? Option A, in. Option B, between. Option C, like. Option D, match. The correct answer is C. The like operator is used in a where clause to search for a specified pattern in a column. The % wildcard represents 0, 1, or multiple characters, while the _ wildcard represents a single character. For example, a % finds any values that start with A. and _r% finds any values that have r in the second position. How does union differ from union all in MySQL? Option A. Union is for columns. Union all is for rows. Option B. Union removes duplicate rows, while union all includes all duplicates. Option C. Union all is slower because it sorts the data. Option D. Union only works on numerical data. The correct answer is B. The union operator combines the result set of two or more select statements. By default, union removes duplicate rows from the final result set, which requires a sorting and comparison step, making it slower. Union all combines the results but keeps all duplicates, making it faster because it does not perform the distinct check. Which normal form, NF, requires that there are no partial functional dependencies on a primary key, meaning all non-key attributes must depend on the whole primary key? Option A. First normal form, 1NF. Option B. Second normal form, 2NF. Option C. Third normal form, 3NF. Option D. Boyce-Codd normal form, BCNF. The correct answer is B. Second normal form, 2NF, builds on 1NF. Atomic values. By requiring that all non-key attributes are fully functionally dependent on the entire primary key. This applies particularly to tables with composite keys. If an attribute depends only on one part of a composite primary key, it violates 2NF and should be moved to a separate table. In MySQL's InnoDB engine, which isolation level is the default and prevents dirty reads and non-repeatable reads? Option A. Read uncommitted. Option B. Read committed. Option C. Repeatable read. Option D. Serializable. The correct answer is C. Repeatable read is the default isolation level for InnoDB. It ensures that if you read a row twice in the same transaction, you will see the same data. It uses consistent reads, snapshots, to prevent non-repeatable reads. InnoDB also uses next key locking to prevent phantom reads in many scenarios at this level, which is a stronger guarantee than the standard SQL definition of repeatable read. Which aggregate function would you use to find the number of non-null values in a specific column? Option A. Sum. Option B. Count, column_name. Option C. Count, asterisk. Option D. Total. The correct answer is B. Count, column_name. Counts the number of rows where the specified column is not null. In contrast, count, asterisk, counts every row in the table, including rows with null values. If you want to count total records regardless of content, use count, asterisk. If you want to count only records where a specific field is populated, use count, column_name. Which log file in MySQL records all statements that change data, DDL and DML, and is used for replication and point-in-time recovery? Option A. Error log. Option B. General query log. Option C. Binary log, bin log. Option D. Slow query log. The correct answer is C. The binary log, bin log, contains events that describe database changes such as table creation operations or changes to table data. It is crucial for two purposes. Replication, where a replica server executes the events from the source's bin log. And data recovery, where the bin log is replayed after a backup is restored to bring the DB to its most recent state. What is a covering index in MySQL? Option A, an index that covers every table in the database. Option B, an index that includes all the columns retrieved by a query, allowing MySQL to return the result without reading the actual table rows. Option C, an index that is created on a primary key automatically. Option D, a unique index that prevents duplicate entries. The correct answer is B. A covering index is an index that contains, or covers, all the data needed for a query. If a select statement only asks for columns that are part of the index, MySQL can satisfy the query by looking only at the index structure. B-tree, which is much faster than having to perform a bookmark lookup to fetch the actual row data from the disk. What is the difference between the where and having clauses? Option A, where is for filtering rows. Having is for filtering groups created by group by. Option B, where can use aggregate functions, but having cannot. Option C, they are interchangeable. Option D, having is used before the data is grouped. The correct answer is A. The where clause is used to filter individual rows before any grouping occurs. The having clause is used to filter the summarized, aggregated results after the group by clause has been applied. For example, you use where to filter employees in a specific department, but you use having to filter departments that have an average salary greater than $50,000. What does the A in ACID stand for and what does it mean? Option A, availability. The database is always online. Option B, atomicity. A transaction must be completed in its entirety or not at all. Option C, authority. Only authorized users can perform transactions. Option D, aggregation. Data must be grouped together. The correct answer is B. Atomicity ensures that a transaction is treated as a single unit of work. If any part of the transaction fails, e.g., a bank transfer where money is debited but not credited, the entire transaction is rolled back, and the database state remains unchanged. It is an all-or-nothing principle. What is a view in MySQL? Option A, a physical table that stores a copy of another table's data. Option B, a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL statement. Option C, a backup of the database structure. Option D, a graphical representation of the database schema. The correct answer is B. A view is a virtual table. It does not store data physically. Instead, it stores a select query. When you query a view, MySQL executes the underlying query and presents the data as if it were a real table. Views are useful for simplifying complex queries, providing a security layer by limiting column access, and ensuring consistent data presentation. Which function is used to return the smallest value in a set of values? Option A, small. Option B, least. Option C, min. Option D, low. The correct answer is C. Min is an aggregate function that returns the minimum value in a column or set of values. Note the difference. Least returns the smallest value among a list of arguments, e.g., least 1, 2, 3, whereas min works on a column across multiple rows. What is the purpose of the slow query log? Option A. To slow down queries that are using too much CPU. Option B. To record queries that take longer than a specified long_query_time to execute. Option C. To keep track of all queries executed during low traffic hours. Option D. To archive old queries that are no longer used. The correct answer is B. The slow query log is a performance tuning tool. When enabled, it records the text of queries that exceed a certain execution time threshold. Database administrators use this log to identify inefficient SQL statements that need optimization, such as adding indexes or rewriting joins. If you define a foreign key with onDelete cascade, what happens when a parent row is deleted? Option A. The child rows are also automatically deleted. Option B. The parent row cannot be deleted if child rows exist. Option C. The child row's foreign key values are set to null. Option D. The child rows remain unchanged, creating orphaned records. The correct answer is A. The cascade referential action tells MySQL to automatically delete or update the matching rows in the child table when the corresponding row in the parent table is deleted or updated. This helps maintain referential integrity without needing manual cleanup scripts. Which data type is most appropriate for storing large amounts of text, such as a blog post or a product description? Option A. Varchar, 255. Option B. Char, 65,000. Option C. Text. Option D. Blob. The correct answer is C. The text data type is designed for large strings, while Varchar can hold up to 65,535 bytes. Text is often preferred for long-form content because it is stored off-page by InnoDB, keeping the main table rows smaller and faster to scan. Blob is similar to text but is used for binary data like images or compiled code. What is a common table expression, CTE, in MySQL? Option A. A permanent table that stores temporary data. Option B. A named temporary result set that exists only within the scope of a single select, insert, update, or delete statement. Option C. An index that is shared across multiple tables. Option D. A specific type of join used for many-to-many relationships. The correct answer is B. Introduced in MySQL 8.0, a CTE is defined using the with clause. It allows you to create a temporary, named result set that you can reference within your main query. CTEs improve readability compared to nested subqueries and can also be recursive, which is useful for querying hierarchical data like organizational charts. Which command is used to give a specific user permissions to a database? Option A. Allow. Option B. Assign. Option C. Grant. Option D. Permit. The correct answer is C. The grant statement is used to assign privileges to MySQL user accounts. For example, grant select insert on DB_name to user at localhost gives a user permission to read and add data to all tables in a specific database. The opposite command to remove permissions is revoke. What is the result of select 5 plus null in MySQL? Option A, 5. Option B, 0. Option C, null. Option D, an error. The correct answer is C. In MySQL, null represents an unknown or missing value. Any arithmetic operation or comparison performed with null, except for special operators like is null or coalesce, will result in null. This is because adding something to an unknown value results in an unknown value. What is database sharding? Option A. Splitting a large database into smaller, faster, more easily managed parts called data shards. Option B. Creating a backup of the database on another server. Option C. The process of normalizing a database to 3NF. Option D. Combining multiple databases into one central repository. The correct answer is A. Sharding is a horizontal partitioning technique. Instead of having one massive table on one server, you split the data across multiple servers. Shards. Based on a shard key, e.g., user ID. This allows for horizontal scaling, as you can handle more traffic by adding more servers rather than just making one server more powerful. Vertical scaling. Which join returns only the rows that have matching values in both tables? Option A, left join. Option B, right join. Option C, inner join. Option D, cross join. The correct answer is C. Inner join is the most common type of join. It compares each row of the first table with each row of the second table to find all pairs of rows which satisfy the join predicate. If the join predicate is satisfied, column values for each matched pair of rows of the two tables are combined into a result row. What is the disadvantage of having too many indexes on a table? Option A. Select queries become much slower. Option B. The database cannot perform joins. Option C. Insert, update, and delete operations become slower because the indexes must also be updated. Option D. Indexes take up no disk space, so there is no disadvantage. The correct answer is C. While indexes speed up read, select operations significantly, every time you modify data, insert, update, delete, MySQL must also update the corresponding entries in the indexes. This adds overhead. Therefore, you should only index columns that are frequently used in where, join, and order by clauses. What does the coalesce function do? Option A. It converts a string to a number. Option B. It returns the first non-null value in a list of arguments. Option C. It joins two strings together. Option D. It counts the number of null values in a column. The correct answer is B. Coalesce. Val1, Val2, Valn evaluates the arguments in order and returns the first one that is not null. It is often used to provide default values when a column might contain null, such as select coalesce. Phone. No phone provided. From users. Single quote dot. What is a trigger in MySQL? Option A. A scheduled task that runs every night. Option B. A named database object that is associated with a table and activates when a particular event, insert, update, delete, occurs. Option C. A shortcut for a complex select statement. Option D. A way to restart the database server automatically. The correct answer is B. A trigger is a set of SQL statements that automatically fire or execute when a specific DML event happens on a table. For example, you could create a trigger that logs every change made to an employees table into an audit_log table, ensuring that you have a history of all modifications. That wraps up our 30 essential MySQL interview questions. I hope these explanations helped clarify some of the more complex aspects of database management. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more technical interview preparation content. If you want to practice with even more realistic mock exams, check out the full course link in the description below.